What made me catfish my own brother? My older brother Jordan was always the golden child. Perfect grades, perfect girlfriend, perfect everything. Mom and dad worshipped the ground he walked on. When he failed his business classes, they said he was just finding himself. When he totaled his car drunk driving, they bought him a new one. Meanwhile, I was working 2 jobs just to afford my tiny studio apartment and ramen noodles for dinner every night. Jordan would constantly brag about his luxury lifestyle while I struggled. He'd flash his designer clothes and expensive gadgets, acting like he earned them when really our parents funded everything. The worst part was how he'd talk down to me, calling me the failure sibling, and joking that I'd never amount to anything. Then I got a call that changed everything. A property manager named Steve was asking when I planned to pay my rent for the downtown apartment I'd never heard of. I told him there must be some mistake, but he insisted. He had my name, my social security number, everything on the lease agreement. That's when it hit me. Jordan had been using my identity to get approved for an apartment he couldn't afford on his own. When I confronted him, he just laughed it off like it was no big deal. Relax, Alicia. I'll figure it out before it affects your credit score. You're being dramatic. I was furious, but I knew I needed solid proof. The police would need more than just my word against his. So I came up with a plan. I created a fake profile on a luxury rental website and pretended to be a high-end real estate agent named Jasmine. I contacted Jordan about an exclusive apartment deal downtown. The bait was simple. He could get a rent-free trial month if he referred another qualified tenant to sign a lease. Jordan took it immediately. He was so greedy for free stuff that he didn't think twice. Within hours, he was sending me personal information, income statements, and references. But here's where it got interesting. When I asked for the referral tenant's information, he didn't hesitate. He provided all my personal details again, forging my signature on digital documents, and even my employment information from my restaurant job. But the messages were the best part. He bragged about having a dumb sister, whose identity he could use whenever he needed better credit. He wrote, "She works like a dog and never checks her credit anyway. I'll keep using her name until she finds out too late to do anything about it." I screenshot everything. Every message, every forged document, every admission of fraud. Then I called the police and the property management company with a folder full of evidence. The investigation moved fast. Jordan had used my name on 3 different apartment applications across the city. The financial damage was over $15,000 in unpaid rent and fees. When the police showed up at our parents' house with a warrant, Jordan tried to pin it all on me. He claimed I was lying and that I had approved everything. But then they showed him the Jasmine messages where he confessed to using my identity without permission. His face went completely white. Our parents just stood there in shock as the officers explained the charges of identity theft and fraud. For the first time in our lives, Mom and Dad took my side. They were horrified that their golden boy had been stealing from his own sister. They paid for a lawyer to fix my credit and even helped me get a new apartment in a better neighborhood. Jordan got 3 years probation and had to pay back every penny with interest. His credit score tanked so bad he had to move back in with our parents. The best part? He lost his fancy lifestyle and had to get a real job for the first time in his life.